Four drivers will be competing for the NASCAR Xfinity Series Championship, and today I will be telling you which driver I think is going to win the 2021 NASCAR Xfinity Series Championship. What's going on, guys? It's Daniel, and welcome back to our video. The first driver we're going to talk about is Austin Cindric. Austin Cindric won last year's Xfinity Series Championship. As a matter of fact, he's the only driver that is a returning driver that will be competing for the championship for. Last year, like I said, he did win the Xfinity Series Championship, but this year he has been very, very fast. So far, he has scored 5 wins in the 2021 season. Has 21 top 5s, 25 top 10s, has 1,037 laps led, and has an 8.4 average finish. Austin Cindric has been extremely consistent from the start of the green flag. He's finished in the top 10 pretty much 25, I think, out of the 32 races we've ran so far, which I believe is more than 70% of the races that have gone on so far in the 2021 season. We do know that Austin Cindric is going to be jumping up to the Cup Series next year. Before that, he'll be looking to go back-to-back in the championship marks, which the last time it actually was done was Tyler Reddick when he won the championships in 2018 and 2019 when he drove for Junior Motorsports and also did drive the number 2 for RSR and went back-to-back. He'll be looking to also do that and win his second straight championship this weekend. Austin Cindric, the last time he has won a race in the Xfinity Series was at the Indianapolis Road Course. But, like I said, he has been extremely consistent and has led laps in a majority of events, but it seems like later in the races or because of bad pit strategy, it unfortunately has cost Austin Cindric an opportunity to go out there and win those specific races. But Austin Cindric has a really good key, and that, of course, is coming to Phoenix, where he has won the last 2 races. We've been to track times. We've been to Phoenix, of course, winning last year's championship in 2020 and winning the spring race in 2021. So Austin Cindric definitely is going to have a major advantage going this weekend. That 22 cars look very fast, especially on a shorter tracks. But he'll be looking for his first win this weekend to close out. And it's been about 10 races since the last one, so he'll be looking to try to close out the year by picking up the win and winning the championship and winning a second straight championship. The second driver we're going to talk about is his closest rival in the NASCAR Xfinity Series, Allmendinger. Allmendinger has scored 5 wins this year. He made his first full-time season in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. He made his turn from basically running part-time last year in Xfinity. It was announced early at the end of 2020 that he would be going full-time in Xfinity, and he's lived up to the hype. 5 wins so far in 2021, has 18 top 5s, 22 top 10s, has only led a little under half what Cindric has done. He's led 422 laps, but has a 9th place average finish. Allmendinger does not dominate races, but when he's up front, he's always up front and can find a way to get to the front. He's been extremely good this year. Like I said, 5 wins so far this year. Of course, winning at Las Vegas, winning earlier at Michigan, winning a couple road course races, of course, picking up win at Mid-Ohio, winning the Charlotte Rumble, and also winning a really awesome finish between him and Austin Cindric at Bristol. AJ also has been one of the stars of the show. AJ brings a lot of personality. When you see him in victory lane, he gets extremely excited because you never know if this is going to be the last time he's going to be able to win. And that energy makes you a fan. It doesn't matter if it's him or just his teammates. He brings a lot of energy to the race team and brings a lot of energy to the crowd. And that's what makes him a very popular driver. Now, Allmendinger is going to Phoenix. Now, he does not have a lot of, I don't know how his stats are. I think he's pretty good at Phoenix, but Phoenix is similar to a road course track, so you know he's probably going to have a lot of speed. He's probably going to have a lot of pace, and of course, they're probably going to put a lot of work into this number 16 car, as he likes to be looking to win the NASCAR Xfinity Series Championship this year. I think he's been the most consistent. He's got the points league, I think, most points of anybody so far this year in the NASCAR Xfinity Series, so definitely is going to be one you have to keep an eye on. I think he'll have a lot of speed, and he'll be one that you're going to have to keep an eye on Saturday evening. The third driver we're going to talk about is the only driver on the list that has not won a single race so far in 2021, but he has been extremely consistent. That, of course, is Daniel Hamrick. Daniel Hamrick, it seems like it's cursed. He has 0 career wins and does not have a win this year in 2021. He has 14 top 5s, 20 top 10s, has led 615 laps, and has an 11.1 average finish. Like I said, while Daniel Hamrick has not won a race in NASCAR's top 3 divisions currently at the moment, Daniel Hamrick has been absolutely extremely consistent. It doesn't matter what he runs. He always seems to run up front, and that's what has gotten him to the championship for every single year he's ran the NASCAR Xfinity Series. In 2018, he made the championship for by just consistency alone. Had we had the consistent point standings, Daniel Hamrick actually would have won the championship by consistent points in 2018 in the 21 car. And in 2017, he also made the Final Four with the 21 team as well. And once again, in the 18 car, taking over Riley Herbst this year, he has been extremely consistent. It seems like he can do everything but win. Seems like he's really close to winning, just like this past weekend at Martinsville. Daniel Hamrick had an extremely fast car at Martinsville, but unfortunately what ended up happening for Daniel Hamrick was Daniel Hamrick basically had bad luck by a caution coming out for a driver that already was basically at this point eliminated, Justin Haley in the 11 car, and Noah Grayson had a better restart, and then he basically decided to choose the bottom on the last restart and got passed. Now, Daniel Hamrick, of course, I'm not sure how good Daniel Hamrick is at Phoenix. I think he's pretty good at Phoenix. He has some decent stats there, but I'm not entirely sure how it's going to play a role into it. But he will be the third driver. I think Daniel Hamrick could pull off something incredible considering the 54 car has been able to, at points, win races this year. In fact, I think it's won 10 or 11 races this year, including the guy that will be driving the 54 this weekend, John Hernimacek. That could be the car that ends up winning. You never know. Daniel Hamrick could finish second and still win the NASCAR Xfinity Series Championship. We'll have to wait and see what happens, but he'll be the third driver that will be competing for a NASCAR Xfinity Series Championship. Can he bring enough speed to have a chance to maybe pick up his first career Xfinity Series win and be able to go out there and win a championship? We'll have to wait and see what happens. And the final driver that we're going to talk about who is also competing for a championship is Noah Grayson. Noah Grayson has 3 wins so far in 2021. He actually won a couple races early in the year. He really did not start this year off very, very well. But as the season has progressed, Noah Grayson has gotten better. He picked up wins at Richmond, early in the year at Darlington, and also picked up a win late this past weekend at Martinsville to clinch a spot into the championship for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. He has 13 top 5s, 20 top 10s, has only led 360 laps, and has a 13.4 average finish. Like I said, Noah Grayson's beginning of this season was not the prettiest. He really started off this year being inconsistent. He would either have a really, really strong run, or bad luck would hit him, or he had engine problems at road course races, or something seemed to go wrong, or he'd have a situation like he did at Homestead, where David Starr basically had a tire go down, and Noah Grayson unfortunately ran in front of him, which cost him an opportunity to win his first Xfinity Series race of the year. He looked like he was going to have a chance to finally break the Homestead curse, but unfortunately, just like Kyle Larson can't win Homestead, Noah Grayson was not, unfortunately, able to win the race at Homestead. So Noah Grayson is the last guy that will be competing. Now, Noah Grayson has been really, really fast on the shorter ovals and the tracks that are 1 mile or less. As a matter of fact, the tracks of the Cup Series similarly won 750 horsepower. He's been very, very fast and has picked up 2 wins under 1 mile or less. So he'll definitely be very, very fast. Noah Grayson's one to keep an eye on. And he will be the final driver that you'll be watching. And like I said, he'll be returning to Junior Motorsports next year. So he will be looking to close out and have a good chance of going into next year with a lot of momentum. But he'll be the final driver that will be competing for a NASCAR Xfinity Series Championship. So now I'm going to go ahead and tell you who I think is going to win the NASCAR Xfinity Series Championship. I think that the Xfinity Series field is fully stacked for the championship this year. If we look at the 4 that are competing for the championship, I think these are the 4 justified ones that probably should compete. You could make an argument that Justin Allgaier could be in over Noah Grayson, but you also can make an argument Noah Grayson has been better than Justin Allgaier. Like I said, Daniel Hamrick's been extremely consistent, and AJ Allmendinger and Austin Cindric has been head and shoulders. They've been the 2 drivers that have been the class of the field. And those were, like I said, the 4 drivers that are competing. So, who's going to win it? Now, this is a really, really tough decision for me because I think all drivers have very, very big strengths. The first one that I do not think is going to win the NASCAR Xfinity Series Championship, I don't think Noah Grayson is going to win it. The reason I don't think Noah Grayson is going to win it is because I don't think Noah Grayson is going to have enough speed to go out there and win. I think he's going to have top 5 speed and probably even top 10 speed, and maybe, you never know, he could surprise, but I think that Noah Grayson is going to be the first driver that is not going to have an opportunity to win the NASCAR Xfinity Series Championship. I just do not see it happening at Phoenix. The second driver I do not think that is going to win the Xfinity Series Championship, I think is going to be Daniel Hamrick. There's been a lot of things, so like I said, that Daniel Hamrick has finished second, and John Hernimacek will win the Xfinity Series race, and someone will finish second. And Daniel Hamrick has been historically known to finish second and break a lot of hearts, but I don't think Daniel Hamrick is going to run well enough to win Phoenix. I don't remember where he finished the last time we were here at Phoenix, but I don't think Daniel Hamrick is going to come out here and win Phoenix this weekend. I think that he isn't going to win. So I think it's going to come down to Austin Cindric and AJ Allmendinger, who I think is going to win the championship. Now, I think that AJ Allmendinger has absolutely been the best driver of the 2 over the last couple of months. I think he's been more consistent. He's gotten more wins and has shown a lot more speed. But over the last couple of weeks, I've noticed that Austin Cindric has gotten better as a driver, and he's looked very, very fast. And on top of that, we are going to Phoenix where, like I said a little bit ago, Austin Cindric has been able to score 2 victories here, the last 2 wins at Phoenix. So, I think the driver that I think will be your 2021 NASCAR Xfinity Series champion, I think is going to be the driver that won last year's Xfinity Series championship, Austin Cindric. Cindric, like I said, he's been really, really fast over the last couple weeks. He definitely has a lot of momentum going into this weekend. And like I mentioned, he has won the last 2 races at Phoenix. So I think Phoenix is going to have a lot of play into a huge factor of him going out there and winning. And I believe that Austin is going to be your 2021 NASCAR Xfinity Series champion. I think the age Allmendinger does deserve a little bit more than Austin, but I think if Austin wins, I don't think it's going to be the end of the world. I think but one or the two definitely deserves it. I think if Hamrick or Grayson wins, I don't think they entirely deserve it. I think if we're going to look at drivers that deserves it, I think the top 2 deserve it. But I think that Austin is going to be your 2021 NASCAR Xfinity Series champion. So, anyway, that is my championship predictions on who I think is going to win the Xfinity Series championship. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, notification on so you're notified when a video does go live on my channel. Follow me Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and support Patreon. Links description below for that. And combo your championship predictions for this weekend. Who do you think is going to win the NASCAR Xfinity Series championship between Austin Cindric, AJ Allmendinger, Noah Grayson, and Daniel Hamrick? Let me know who you think of those 4 will be your Xfinity Series champion in the comments below. Anyway, like I said, I want to thank you guys for watching today's video, and I'll see you guys next time for some more great and awesome NASCAR content on the channel like this. Take care, everybody.